Hello, my name is Garren James from the Gigolos show.
I'm Nick Hawk, and you're watching Thisis50.com.
And together we are No Direction. Yo, man, Nick, Garren, man, what's happening?
How you doing?
What's up?
Gigolos
What's
getting
up?
lonely too. Y'all over here, man. Y'all inside here, full effect and everything, man. We doing everything from music to the TV show. Man, what else y'all got going on?
We ain't too lonely anymore, though.
No.
It's going all right. It's
Y'all look
going all
happy.
right.
You're glowing over here, man.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Well, we got the agency.
We on a high right now.
I own Cowboys for Angels. It's a male companion agency for women, and I'm sure if you
the
have a
show's
lot of
based off of.
male listeners and viewers, we do have an employment page. So if you think you got what it takes,
Email him penis pictures. He loves them.
No, listen, now wait a second. Wait a second. No, but we do.
He go down in his DM.
I represent 95 men across the U.S.
Okay.
We're an elite. We're probably the best in the world of
Probably.
male companions for women.
Probably.
Word.
So that's
You got all kind of different kind of guys and stuff for the ladies.
yeah. We have all types of men, and we're throughout the U.S. in the major cities, and that is the basis or the backbone behind the show Gigolos.
Now, how does this work? Now, is it like an escort service,
Yes.
or is it like Match.com?
No, it's a escort agency. A lot of people don't realize what. Anytime you hear the word escort, in the press, you hear about somebody like that crossed the line and were selling prostitution. So
Right.
there's escort agencies in the U.S. are legal. It is a crime to sell sex. So what we sell is the men's time and companionship, and if something romantic happens between the client and
That's
the
on
man.
them.
Correct. Yes. So
Right.
we
You ain't got nothing to do with that.
correct. Yeah, we just sell like a date. I mean, we sell weekend appointments, overnight appointments, 4-hour appointments, and so.
And if something so happens to happen overnight or weekends or whatnot,
Right, we're not
that's on them.
compensated. Yeah,
Once
that's
again.
not. Yeah.
Got
So if somebody showed up and they were like, "I'm going to pay you X, Y, and Z to do licky this and this," that's.
We're not trying to be sneaky and
Yeah.
find loopholes or anything
Yeah.
like that. We don't sell sexual favors,
Yeah.
and nothing's guaranteed to happen either.
Right. What we're selling the woman, and I like to say people don't even
It is.
realize
It's a boyfriend
like.
experience.
I mean,
That's what I'm looking for.
Right.
The girlfriend experience. I don't want to pay for the shit though.
right. But any woman can walk into any bar
Easy.
and just go like, "I need some sex tonight," and you're gonna have a line of guys. This guy, that guy, every guy, right?
I'll be right
Yeah,
there.
I'll get in line too.
Yeah.
Why not? So obviously,
next.
yeah, obviously it's a lot more than that. And what women are looking for, and they're just tired of going out on bad date after bad date after bad date, and why not pay for like the perfect date? So and the perfect gentleman, and we try to represent that image and that brand, and it's been extremely successful. I mean.
You gotta.
Dr. Phil.
Okay.
I've been in Dr. Phil, Tyra Banks.
You've been on all
I
the
was on
shows. now?
2020, Nightline News. We were in Cosmo. We've been in Playgirl. We've been in
Bottom line, you
Vice, We've been in
official.
everything. Yeah. So we have a press page where you can see all those things. We were just on the Kendra show. They had us on. So it's just become so much more acceptable because when we first started, the agency. It was like, this ain't real. Even the Gigolo show, everyone was saying,
We still talk about
this
that
isn't
too,
real.
We still talk about
women hiring men. It's not, and it was more like men thinking that they shouldn't be allowed to do it.
When it first started out and he approached me and we were building the company and everything, it was still a dream, and it was first of its kind. All the other escort agencies were men for men. He had the first agency that catered for straight men for straight women, and it wasn't acceptable at that time either, But we've put ourselves out there, and obviously the show helped as well to make
Gigolo
it
show,
acceptable
Yeah.
for women to do so. Because if men can, why can't women?
And the Gigolo show is amazing too because it's
6 seasons. It's gotta be.
well the thing that I love about the
Crazy.
show is that of course you got a lot of crazy sex scenes on the show because that's what the producers and Showtime wants for their 11
shows some
o'clock
heart too, though.
slot.
Some good
But
stories.
really it's humorous, like it's funny the situations the guys get into, and it's more about the comedy than
And
anything else.
personality.
Yeah, and people tell me I watch the show and
Little
I
bit of
often
everything.
will like fast forward through the sex scene or something. You know, like I just go to the funny stuff.
You laugh out loud every episode.
Yeah.
Have you ever had someone
Some
say,
stupid
"Hey,
shit."
you know, I'm not really good at talking to ladies and stuff, but about watching Gigolos, man, I got a lot of game from that show."
Yes, definitely. And you know what else is funny is that guys that'll see you on the street, they'll approach you and go, "Hey, I love your
Gets me
show."
late a lot. I'll put that on.
I love
when
your
I'm
show,
with a
but
girl.
I just want you to know I watch it with my girl, you know, and I turned
They
her
always
on to
gotta
the
throw that out
show.
there.
Yeah, I turned my girl onto the show because we watch it and she gets a little heated up, and you know, and then I get some action that night. Thank God for Thursday nights.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had guys say that. Yeah.
That's nuts, man. Yo, man. So, now
Yeah.
this has got to be your guy right here.
Oh, this is he's one of my top men. I mean, we
Talk
have
to me about Nick.
Yeah,
Hoff,
Nick.
man.
So Nick and I met in LA. I found him on a modeling website. Before the agency was very popular, I had to go scout men. And now we have, you know, the employment page and we get plenty of requests. I've had over 15,000, but
You actually pick people up there?
yeah.
You've actually found some diamonds in the rough through that
On
site.
the employment page.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I know it's all kinds of people that
Yeah,
that
oh yeah,
page.
people,
Right.
yeah, people. Some people like, you know, what are you thinking?
Right.
You know? But Nick, I found on a modeling website, and I approached him, and I loved his confidence, and I loved his strong personality, because you need a lot of different personalities, because women will like different personalities. So that's one of the things that I look for is attractive men, but you know, you got to have an A type, you got to have the B type, you got to have all types of personalities. In him, I knew he was alpha and he was strong, and you know, a lot of women love that sort of that type of personality, and he was, you know, a good-looking guy. So interviewed him and started working, and just amazing reviews, and then so when it came down to the Showtime show of, you know, who should I send, he was the first one, and obviously it worked out because he's now pretty much, you know, one of the stars of the show, or kind of like the main attraction
I can
of
dig
the
it.
show. Yeah. So, and clients have booked him worldwide. He's gone on trips all over the
Everywhere.
country.
It ain't nowhere you ain't been.
India,
You been to
Morocco, South Africa, and North Africa. Yeah, all over Europe, Costa
Disneyland?
Rica.
Jamaica.
Disneyland, went to Disneyland this last year.
Yeah, that's
I
that
go
was
all
fun.
over.
Yeah, so you know, and it's an amazing thing because, you know, you have to find people that I could work with anybody, but you got to have somebody that you like and that you love to work with, and it's always a pleasure, especially getting the reviews from the clients.
You ever had any celebrity clients?
Plenty.
Plenty.
I've had A-listers. I've had people in the music industry that would blow your mind. Famous authors, Forbes-listers. We've had CEOs of Fortune 200 companies on the list. But you know, the thing is that this is a private thing. So
Confidentiality.
yeah. So
Don't tell nobody you don't know me like that. For
correct.
real.
Yeah. So you know, I am so
The
protective
hell
of
won't be
those
seen
people.
anymore if that,
Right.
Right.
if
Because
that
you know,
came
I'll
out.
have a client who calls and says, you know, I'm Mary Jane and I don't want anyone to know I'm using this service. How can you protect me or let me know that you're not going to tell my
I've
name to
signed an
somebody?
agreement before too.
And I say to them,
Some
listen,
will do that.
Wow.
if I've
Confidentiality
never
agreement.
once in all of the press name dropped of somebody who would get a lot of attention to the agency, I wouldn't do it to you. So, you know, those people are very special to me. You know, those type of people that use the service because it's like, wow, they trust us and they trust us to have fun with and make them, you know, have a great evening or trip. So for me, you know, that's just such an incredible thing that I could never betray that with them.
Yo, Nick.
Yeah.
That same subject, man. Look, you find out you're going out with this celebrity chick, right? Like, do you get starstruck? Did that throw you off your gigolo game at any point?
Listen, you
Not
know,
anymore.
Yeah.
I lived in Hollywood for 5 years, and
Listen.
I was studying acting and auditioning. I did a bunch of, you know, stupid shit when I was there, and I met a lot of people like that. And throughout the last 6 years, you know, I've met a ton too. But I'm writing a few books, and one of them's actually called Pointless Emotions. So I don't.
well, and you know celebrities.
Pointless emotion.
Yeah.
Like, what is a pointless emotion?
Fear, anxiety, anger.
And like, was a lot of that caused them by, were you doing anything extra, any drugs, any alcohol problems and whatnot to ease it at first, and then you had to do something?
I was an angry little kid. You heard it a little bit when we fight. It still comes out of me a little bit. I turn it into motivation and inspiration now. But no, I grew up broke, and I was envious of the world and everybody around me for that. I was kind of in a little richer town too. Wanakee, it's outside of Madison. Everybody in the town had money. I felt like it but us. You know, there wasn't that many people who were broke. And
I hate to see a white broke person. It is very, very depressing. Like y'all have it so good coming out the womb. You know?
Right.
Oh, I'm white! It's sad to see y'all. Tell your dad to get his shit together, man. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, he was a hard worker though. He worked his ass off his whole life. But no, that definitely drove me and changed me, and that's why I think, you know, I can change people who have some of these struggle with anxiety and fears and anger issues. And I want to give back as much as I can, because I feel like I've been the worst you could possibly be human at one point in my life. I did horrible shit. I've been through it all. I was a fucking thief. I've drugs. Just a horrible, angry person, just mad at the world, and I've come a really long ways. I want to teach people how they can do that as well.
Man, I appreciate that, Nick. Man, let's talk about this music, y'all.
Okay.
The project that we're working on right now. What's the name of it?
No competition.
No competition.
Ain't no competition.
How long did it take you to get to that point where you say, hey man, I'm gonna stop comparing myself to motherfuckers and shit and just do me?
Yeah. Recently, you know, I've always been competing with other people. You know, I think competition's a good thing if you use it for the right motivation, and it can drive you. And if you're trying to, don't outdo, you know, what somebody does, but outdo yourself in a way that you see is on that same level as them. And actually, this track, I did it with a guy named Steph Gamble. He goes by Gamble as his rapper name. I met him at the AVNs. We were both presenting awards. We were backstage. And
that sounds like some porn star shit, man.
Yeah, the AVN Awards.
Right.
Porn Star Awards.
Okay.
Yeah, presented for a couple of years now. And a lot of rappers come up to me and say, you know, I can rap. I want to do a track with you. And they'll spit for me. We'll hang out and freestyle a little bit. And he was the first one that I'm like, this dude's got some fucking skill. He's got some talent. So I invited him to have a verse on this new track that I produced as well. I'm really getting heavy into the producing. I love it. I love all music. I play guitar, drums. I have an electric grand piano, full drum set, guitars, bass, everything in my house. And my whole house is just a jam studio.
So you're a straight up musician.
For sure.
Like Prince.
Yes. I don't know if I compare myself to Prince.
You know he played every instrument, right?
Yeah, every instrument.
So you produced damn near everything on your project?
100% of No Competition I produced.
That's you?
Yes, 100%. Stuff recorded at my house too. I have a vocal booth too.
Okay.
And I did the vocal effects and all that. I had someone master it.
Oh, so this your baby?
It is. I thought it was appropriate to release it on the episode where I insured my penis for $1 million. So.
Excuse me?
Yeah. I get beat up a lot at work, man. Like, you know, some of these clients are rough, and I got punched this season, and I had a wrestling match and shit too, and yeah, I thought it was a good idea. He did too, so
hey,
yeah,
we got it. Yeah,
you know, like Mariah Carey does her vocal box and legs, and Holly Madison and Dolly Parton will do their tits, and I thought it was appropriate to do my penis.
What are you gonna do to your penis, man?
You never know, bro.
Fuck, man.
You never know.
What's gonna happen? Holly's, you know, titties. You know, you just never know, bro. That's your money maker.
I'm this bad boy on the show and shit too, so they think that they can abuse me and like beat me up and shit, and they do. And
yeah, it is. Some of the recent episodes was and the girl wanted to do it in a ring, and it was like MMA, and they're fighting, and she
slapped my ass, almost knocked me out.
Crazy.
Wow.
Almost
yeah,
knocked
you
me
gotta
out.
watch that episode.
Wow. Yeah, I'm finna go get caught up on that on Netflix tonight.
Yeah. Well, you know what? To get the show, you can download the Showtime app. Right now, they're giving it away for 30 days for free. You can check out all the episodes on there.
Okay.
All seasons.
Well, you know this is Thisis50.com. I cannot let you leave here without letting us borrow a couple bars, man.
Okay.
Can we borrow like 6? Well, you don't seem shy either.
No, I can do a little something.
All right, man. Hey, the floor is yours. Hey, Nick Hawk, y'all.
Yo, check. Yo, you call my name, I'll always respond, even if I feel like being 007 like James Bond.
My tongue's a magic wand. If I'm spitting and eating, you better hold on. Keep it up from dusk to dawn, always going strong, can never go wrong. I'm a body snatcher, tackling that snatch pussy collapser. Get more ass than a Green Bay Packer. $1 million dick, gigolo sensei master. Getting the last laughter, ha ha ha. Talk that shit and regret it after amateur. I'm impossible to flatter, ask. I hear less and less chatter, I'm an adapter. I'm rap's captor, I rap exactly like an attacking raptor. With snap and dapper, I'm a rehab and handicapped rap napper. Picking up scraps and hitting the crapper like an overloaded reactor.
Yo, nigga, you know how fucking dope you is? Yo, man. Is there anything you want to say to Thisis50.com, man? You and Garren, before we get out here?
Thanks for having me on. I ain't fucking around with the music anymore. You're gonna be seeing a lot more of me.
Well, like I always say, you just can't say you real. It's something you gotta be, man. I'm over and we out of here, man. Hey, do I have something in my eye? Y'all go to commercial. Don't kiss them hoes in the mouth unless you got it.